Good morning, YouTube. This is for you. This is for the creators out there in the YouTube world who have questions, who've had arguments, who've had their channels taken away, who, of course, go to Rumble, there's all these things that we find out, and I think especially when you do decide that you're going to decide, hey, I'm not only going to be a watcher, I'm going to be a creator. Now, with this channel, as well as another one, I have been driven, of course, for the love of Jesus Christ by Him. And really, in this last, I have to say 2 months especially, but last month, driven to really focus on Jesus Christ and getting people ready and getting them to create thought, to be ready for the return of Jesus Christ, which I believe is coming very soon. Now, let me tell you something, as everyone knows, my viewers out there, yes, we know, I am very particular, and that's one of my biggest irritations, is people not only pretending that they know when Jesus Christ is coming, and they don't, but they are monetizing on top of it. They've got their charts out there, they've got their dreams out there, they have their visions out there. Now look, I'm not saying that doesn't happen. I'm not saying that at all. I've had my own, one in particular that has been with me for years. Then I'm waiting for the third one to come, the dream. But you know something? I'm not getting paid for it. And I'm not going to try to pull my audiences in by that. There's a lot of deception out there and a lot of crap out there, and we know it, okay? But YouTube, I'm coming to you for this. Now, I have I've got multiple channels actually, ones that I'm going to be focusing on later, but the two especially, which is of course the Five Vessels, and of course this one, which is just my regular name, Marvel Moore. And you know, it's kind of peculiar because I watch with this algorithm, which I really believe is probably AI, I don't know. And people can laugh all they want. You know, I used to be the same way. There was one person that said, I was listening to her on her channel, multiple subscriptions, of course. And she said here just last month, she says, my subscribers are being taken away. Now, of course, my first thought is, well, no, you have to be humble, lady, and I'm sorry, girl, and just know that, no, maybe subscribers are unsubscribing. I don't know. Now, obviously, we can keep track of these things. You know, we see that we've lost subscribers in the last whatever. We've got all kinds of ways that YouTube, of course, have brought to us these different techniques to watch and analyze our own channels and how we can improve. I'll say that again. Now, I guess what my thing is this. I love YouTube. I really do. I love the channel. Now, what's behind it, the people who are behind it, we know they're not perfect. None of us are. But I think when it comes to freedom of speech, we thank God still live in a country for the most part that is very, when you compare it to other countries, let's be honest, we have our great freedoms. We can still thank God. We can go to churches without being butchered for the most part, unless there, of course, there is an active shooter that decides to come in and kill everyone, which is very not uncommon in this country, unfortunately. But we have the freedom to worship God. We have the freedom to, for the most part, with this channel that I love, is you do give us our freedoms. We can do what we want to do. We can, for the most part. I think what kind of gets me, though, also, is you have absolutely vile content with some channels that are, you know, you may throw your warnings up there, whatever, but they're able to do this. But yet you have other channels that they're speaking the truth as far as getting great positive content out there. And they're getting, you know, it's like, well, no, you can't do that. Now, you know, well, we're going to go ahead and block that, or you get a strike. 3 strikes and you're out. Fine, I get this. We want to be able to have a world of YouTube that consists of many different things, many different varieties of things. I get that also. We want to have a world which we work hard on our things, that we don't want our things stolen without our permissions. I get that 101%. What really sparked my interest is I had someone tell me here with my Five Vessels channel, and I was watching this also. I'm comparing these channels, which I think is very, very interesting. And it sat at 150 subscribers for weeks, and I thought, not one tick of one more subscriber, huh? And then, and I'm posting this so much of the same content. This one channel was supposed to be dedicated to the Jews, which it was a calling to me, for me as a Gentile, to really speak to them. And it's because we know the Jews do not believe that Jesus is the Messiah. But anyhow, so that's what this channel is based on. Sat there and sat there. I mean, I watched it grow, not changing a tick of anything. And it sat and sat and sat and sat at 150 views. And I thought, that's kind of peculiar, but oh well, hey, so people are just, whatever. And then I had hardly any views at all. I thought, but as I did in the beginning. Okay, again, that could go with our algorithms, right? Okay. I had a person say that, something, you should get many more views, and I'm kind of sitting there at it's sitting there at 150, and I thought, it's kind of strange you should say that. Yeah, you're right, but hey, come on, I'm going to keep, trying to build this channel. But come on over to my other channel, which is my main channel, Marvell Moore. Well then, lo and behold, I start to really get into some of the content here and creating videos, creating other things, but really focusing, which is in my heart, which Jesus knows, of really pulling people towards God and getting this content out there. Now, in this last week, again, could be the algorithms, I went from, watched it grow up to 1,620 subscribers, many views with different videos, again, as we know, depending on the content. What may interest some people, and some maybe trickles here and there, may be massive to others, and certainly we can see that within our numbers. I guess what gets me is now my channel, in the last 2 days, I watched it, and I've been timing, of course, looking at the time and all the other things and watching it grow. It's been sitting at, 1,620 for the last 2 days. Now what gets me again is this, and hey, it's not to say it can't happen, okay? Maybe you've reached your peak algorithm. 1,620 subscribers after seeing massive amounts every day. My question is this, YouTube. How is it going to sit at 1,620? Reminds me of something else here. Let's go back to the 5 vessels. 150, and now, excuse me, it went down to 149 now. One tick less now, mind you. How is it going to sit at 1,620 for the last 2 days with even just now one extra subscriber? Maybe even 3 or 4 extra subscribers. That would make it, to me, look a little bit more realistic. You're not going to have, I don't believe, where you've got massive amounts of subscribers one day, and then screeching out where everybody at once decides that's it. Let's keep her at 1,620 subscribers. And at the other channel, very stale and stagnant. Now it moved down one, I think a couple days ago, to 149 from 150. I even posted a video on that channel asking, and it was the video called, "Are you still watching?" Because I genuinely care for both of these channels. Now, as I said, I have couple other channels that I haven't really focused on, which I'm going to be moving some of the content from my regular channel, which is In the Doghouse with the Cat's Meow. Now, I've created that series, and I'm going to take that off of my Jesus channel, because of course, to me, that's separate. That should be separate. And I do plan eventually on, hopefully, that, and with my book, monetizing on that. But when it comes to these 2 channels, when it comes to my Marvell Moore, my main great channel, and my 5 vessels, that's untouched by monetization. I don't believe, absolutely not, people know this, that's another big gripe, is do not monetize on Jesus Christ. He's not for sale. Jesus Christ has already paid his sin debt in full, and like I said, if people want to go ahead and put money towards these things, go to a church that you trust, or even that you got to wonder about, sorry to say. Go and look at your, and donate to the children's hospitals out there, to, my goodness, one of my favorites, of course, also is the humane societies, and with animals. Oh my dear Lord, which is, to me, they're not animals, they are children. So, YouTube, I guess I just ask you, it's like, again, I have nothing to gain at all. I'm sure you know that you've of course monitored and seen what I've put out there or not, or is it you that's put it out there or not? My headphones are falling off. There is no monetization with these two channels, with my Five Vessels or Margot Moore. We've heard about all this media madness with YouTube and Google and all this other crap. Again, I hate to say the word, but it's true. I could think of other words, but I won't say those. It's not right in the eyes of God. But at what point does it become media corruption even to us? And I can't say that that's not already happened. Like I say, I've heard a couple people, but one in particular saying that her subscribers are being taken away, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll tell you. You gotta kind of wonder about some things with this. And you know something, every one of you out there, YouTubers out there, spinners, whatever you want to call it, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. There's some things that you really gotta wonder about. And especially with this AI things that now have creeped in like a cancer in some ways, when it comes to the universities and schools and all the other stuff that they're talking about, that kills me. Because I'll tell you something, when I went to college, and I had to work for that crap, man. I didn't have the luxury of pushing a little thing and saying, okay, now stop, speak for me. I write also, I'm a writer. I can't imagine, I could not imagine having some AI just totally telling me, you know what, your brain is obsolete, let me do it for you, so that it appears that you've done this. My God, that's almost like taking your DNA away. Absolutely not. So YouTube, I just want to say again, hey, I appreciate you, but as they say, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. And you know something, you could somehow, again, retaliate, as crazy as it sounds. Hey, I used to think this propaganda and all this, propaganda and all these other types of stereotypes and all, you know something, it comes from somewhere. I think it comes from experience. It comes from what they've witnessed and what they've dealt with and what's happened to them. So I will see how long this sits at with my subscribers. 1,620. This is the third day. After getting 50, 60, I don't know, 30, 25, whatever these little magic numbers and that you want to put in there. I don't put any stock in magic either. Well, these headphones, I'm telling you. It is God that allows things to happen. Not coincidence or not fate, not magic. It's all God, which really to me is the big thing about this. That's why I really am taking it personal. These channels are of God. They are not of me. And again, I have absolutely nothing to gain by this with getting subscribers. My gain is through God's gain, which is bringing people their awareness, trying to go ahead also and making it something that is meaningful to other people. Making my channel, this channel, which I say is God's channel, it's not mine, as well as my Five Vessels, which is pretty much non-existent now. It's just sitting at the stagnant 149 as it has for, I don't know, a couple days, but 150 for weeks. Bringing something to life through the works of Jesus Christ. That's what this is about. So YouTube, give me a break. To all my followers, or actually I'm not even going to say followers, it is Jesus's followers. It's followers of Jesus. It is people who are interested in God. That's why they've come to the channel in the first place. I want to thank you for subscriptions. I want to thank you for comments. God bless you all. And YouTube, God bless you too. We're supposed to love our enemies. I don't want to look at you as an enemy, but like I say, myself as well as every other YouTube creator out there, we put a lot of work into these videos, and meaning myself, this is the best thing and the most important thing I've done in my life. So we'll see how long the 1,620 subscribers stay after getting, I don't know, many subscribers. I would watch, but again, it could be the algorithm. I used to watch and keep track of how many numbers. Now look at this. It says I've told my viewers, and I still do, and subscribers, when I say I keep track of these numbers, it's not for my own vanity of how many I'm getting. No, this is, Jesus, you're bringing me more people. More people that you have directed here, that I can speak to, that you, Jesus Christ, are using. You're using me as a tool, as I asked you to get to these people. That's the numbers I count. So again, thank you, YouTube. You're awesome. I don't care to go to, hey, I've got a Rumble account, but hey, and I've always wondered about that too. It's like, whatever. But I should be able to know in honesty, I want something in this world, because there's not much. There's not much honesty. I want to know that the things that I work hard to create in this channel, that I'm really actually creating. It's actually getting out there. You, as we know, YouTube, you're the Oz, man. You're behind that curtain, right? Well, I guess at my age, I don't have to pull back the curtain anymore. I already know what's back there. And like I say, hey, you can play it as much as you want. You can say, something now, we'll have her fade out, or, and again, who am I? I'm just another person that's coming to your channel. You've got how many millions of people? It's just like a person that's got 150 to 200,000, let's say, subscribers. Do we really think that one is going to matter, or two if they leave? Probably not, because they know they'll get more. So I'm sure, YouTube, you've had many people have their gripes to you and had their suspicions to you, to where it gets right down spooky. So I will look again. It's what? Minnesota time, 9:32 a.m., March 6, 2023. Let's see how long my subscribers, this number stays at 1,620. We'll see. But then again, who am I? In the long run, it just is probably just a matter of algorithm. Thank you to all my subscribers. I hope this channel keeps growing. The only ulterior motive I have is Jesus Christ himself, his wishes, his calling to me, through me, to you. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. God bless. Look to the skies, because again, Jesus is coming. Oh, and by the way, I have no idea when. Do we know by reading our Bible that it's getting close? Yes. Jesus has given us instructions in there of what to watch for. Thank you so much. And YouTube, hey man, you're a great station. You're great, man. You're a great outlet, man. I choose that over anything. Any of them. Over Facebook, TikTok, all of that, man. So man, come on.